A former Montgomery County elementary school teacher will spend more than a decade behind bars for trafficking fentanyl. Fox 5's Shamari Stone has the story from Silver Spring.
Tonight, 36-year-old Sarah Magid is behind bars. She sold the drugs outside of Charles Drew Elementary School here in Silver Spring. First grade teacher Sarah Magid was sentenced to 12 years in federal prison in a fentanyl trafficking case that ended with a man dying. She is from Burdensville. According to court documents, she distributed the fentanyl in 2024. Police say she left her classroom here during school hours and sold the man pills that looked like oxycodone but were actually the fentanyl. Tonight, the Parents Coalition of Montgomery County reacts to the sentencing. What is the mood of parents in the community with this?
Outrage. It's incredible to believe that someone could actually leave their classroom and leave their children potentially unattended and go out and do something illegal in the parking lot.
As investigators dug deeper into the case, they discovered text messages between Magid and the victim discussing fentanyl distribution. A forensic examination of the man's cell phone revealed the two had exchanged messages and arranged to meet. Investigators also say they found text messages on Magid's phone that indicate she was dealing the drugs while on the job. Sarah Magid is also ordered to serve 3 years of supervised release once she gets out of prison. She is also ordered to pay $25,000 in restitution to the victim's burial.
Hey, grace and peace, everybody. In a previous episode, I talked about how I usually side with teachers. I try my best to side with teachers. I know how hard the job is, how hard it is to do this task. And for the most part, I still stand by that. However, there is a small sliver of teachers that deserve no affection, no protection, no simping, no anything. And this is one of them. Y'all, this woman is deplorable. I'm sorry. This is the grossest thing I've seen in a hot minute. Y'all ain't ready for this. This woman is a first grade teacher selling drugs in the school.
Coming up on 42 minutes past the hour. Welcome back to Wake Up America. And turning now to this morning's Newsmax crime report, a disturbing case out of Maryland where police busted a first grade teacher for running a fentanyl operation while she was supposed to be teaching in the classroom.
Yeah, and to make matters worse, federal prosecutors accuse her of getting high on cocaine during the school day as well. Newsmax crime correspondent Jason McCarroll has this disturbing story.
Being in a classroom with 5, 6, 7-year-olds and being responsible for their well-being. It's absolutely outrageous.
Sarah Magid taught first grade in Silver Spring, Maryland. But according to the Justice Department, she was also a drug dealer and addicted to the same product she was selling.
She was on cocaine and fentanyl throughout the school day. And then, of course, would leave the school and walk outside and deliver drugs to other individuals, during school hours.
Kelly Hayes, the U.S. attorney for the District of Maryland, says an anonymous tip exposed Magid's double life, one that stretched back to at least 2019.
I'm sorry,
she 2020 that Magid had.
Them eyes are not good. You wouldn't, even if you didn't tell me that she was high on drugs, I would have still thought that something was wrong with her. But I digress.
To figure out how to keep the operation running without getting behind the wheel of a car. She had lost her license due to a DUI conviction.
She had to rely on either folks coming to her at the school or at her home.
Which brings us to March of 2024. Magid wanted 30 pills which were allegedly pressed to look like oxycodone, but laced with fentanyl. So authorities say she sent a friend to pick them up, someone who himself was trying to get his life back on track.
And mind you, this is while he was living in a sober living facility, meaning he was trying to become sober and was trying to fight his addiction.
The friend makes the run and delivers the supply to Magid's door. But prosecutors say she didn't pay him in cash. Instead, she gave him one pill as a thank you for the trip. 2 days later, he was found dead. The medical examiner ruled it as fentanyl toxicity, which then sparked an investigation.
We got search warrants for Ms. Magid's residence and seized her electronic devices, including her phone.
How did they find out that he got the pill from her, though? She paid him in a pill. Oh, man. This is crazy.
Then we're able to analyze her text messages.
Those text messages helped detectives connect Maggot to the fatal overdose and revealed how the first grade teacher reacted afterward.
Showed no remorse, no guilt, and in fact continued to distribute pills that she had received after knowing that she was responsible for distributing a single fatal pill that ultimately resulted in that individual's, one of her friends' death.
Court records show that in the month following that deadly overdose, the 36-year-old returned to supplier 11 more times, purchasing 425 additional pills, all while using the Maryland Elementary School as a meeting point in her drug distribution network.
Absolutely nothing about this woman is appropriate for her to be a school teacher. And I'm very glad that ultimately from the anonymous complaint in particular, that we were able to bring this to light and bring this to justice.
Put her under the school, under the jail. Y'all, that's crazy work. She was high at school with 5 and 6-year-olds. Trust me, you got to be on your game with a 5 and 6-year-old. A class of them, 20 of them, 15 of them, 5 of them. Girl, under the jail.
And for Sarah Maggot, the only lesson she'll be giving now will come from behind bars. She pleaded guilty to conspiracy to distribute a controlled substance. And on July 15th, the federal judge sentenced her to 12 years and 7 months in prison. She was also ordered to pay the burial costs for the friend she gave the fentanyl-laced pill that prosecutors say ultimately killed him. Mark, Charlotte?
I hope they take away her teaching license, too.
Yeah, it's sad and it's scary that she was teaching these young kids, 6 years old, while she's doing drugs and dealing drugs on the side. All right, Jason.
Yo, that is absolutely crazy. Like I said, I generally support teachers in most cases, but that one right there, that's one of those cases where, nah, I side with the law. She got to go. She got to go. She got to go. Well, let me know what y'all think about that. That's some crazy work. If I run across something more and find out more about it, I'll definitely let you know. But thank you so much for stopping by. Please, if you don't mind, if you like the video and you stayed all the way to the end, please go ahead and hit the like the video, comment down below, all that kind of good stuff. I'm looking forward to see you again real soon. Grace and peace. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the JWhit Podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, please do me a favor and hit me up with that 3-piece special. Like the video, subscribe, and of course, share it with somebody who would also enjoy this type of content. And make sure you leave a comment because I do pin the best comments to the top. So thank you so much for tuning in today. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace.